Hi everyone, my name is Sinovuyo and welcome to another episode of Life in Abundance. So good to have you and thank you for watching our previous videos, and this is number 3. Today we're talking something which is very important and something that I'm very passionate about, which talks about budgeting, right? We started with a house, buying a whole house, but where's the money to buy a house gonna come from? Hey, so budgeting is about planning for your money, right? Planning on how you're going to spend your money or where is your money going to go, so that you can be intentional with your goals, to make sure that you work towards something, right? So this is not financial advice. I've got my disclaimer. I'm sharing my experience and my opinions, and I hope that we can learn together. And the budgeting that I'm going to be using, it's something that I'm also still striving towards these numbers. But then because I've got a target in terms of how much I would like to really spend when it comes to the different categories which I am going to share, it then makes it easier for me to then manage the expenditure in the things like whether it's fun or expenses. All right, so first item on our agenda when we talk about budgeting, the first item is investing. Number one, investing is very important. There's investing, and then there's also saving. So investing is about putting money aside so that it can be money that can be used to generate money for you, right? So you're investing in something that you are hoping that it will actually make more money for you, right? Whether you decide to invest in shares, whether you decide to invest in your own business, or you decide to invest in unit trust and the likes, right? Then the target would be then from your salary, put 10% towards investing, right? Because with investing, you're hoping that one day that money will be money that works for you, and who knows, you might end up not needing to work and living on off your investment, right? So investing, right? And then number 2 is then saving, right? Saving is money that you are putting aside, and that money will cover different stuff. You can use that money for different stuff. In instance where you want to use the money for, maybe you want to go on holiday, or you want to buy a car, maybe put in a deposit towards a car, or you want to put in a deposit towards a house, or that in December comes and it comes with a lot of expenses, and you do not necessarily get a bonus when it comes to December month. That saving money can then go towards those expenditures. Or if you've got a car, maybe a tire burst, or you need to change a tire, or you need to go and service your car and it doesn't have a service plan, that's something that can then come from your savings, right? And then the next item then we look at is very important, which is giving, right? Whether you are a tither and you believe in 10%, which is what's in the Bible, if you've got that, that means you already have that 10% that you are tithing towards your church. Then you must still have other giving, right? You can't just say, okay, I'm giving church 10% and that's it, because giving is very important. We've got family members, we've got even kids on the street, right? You can say your giving is then between 10 and 12%, right? So investing 10%, saving 10%, giving, let me say giving is 12%, because you have your commitment with God that says 10% goes towards God, and then the other 2% then can go towards other stuff. But that's all up to you. If you feel like the 2% is too little, you've got you want to make it 5%, then that's 5%. yeah, then you can make it 15%. So for the purpose of this exercise, I will just say the giving is 12%, right? And then we move on to the next item then, which is very important, and I learned about it in another financial workshop, which I learned, which is quite important. That we do not only concentrate on expenses and the stuff that we're forced to do, but we also put some money on the side for fun, right? So for the purpose of this exercise, we'll say fun is 8%. Fun means you spending that money, it's money that you're using to spoil yourself. I mean, we work really hard, we work long hours, whatever fun could mean for you. If you want to go for a massage, that's something that you can use for fun. If you want to take your family for a short left, or you want to go to a concert, or you want to go to the movies, and you want to go to a restaurant and do a 3-course meal, something that even when you look at it 2 weeks later, you'll still be remembering that, you know what, I really had a good time when I did that, and I really spoiled myself. So when it comes to fun, it's about spoiling yourself. It's about that entertainment where, yeah, it's also gonna give you that encouragement to say, yeah, I work, and yes, I've got responsibilities, but I also put in something that is going to really make me see that I'm enjoying the money that I am working. But if you don't have that commitment, right, the 12%, if initially you put in 10%, you don't have the tithe and commitment, then that means it will be more towards your fund. So your fund can be between 8 and 10%, right? And then the other item then, which is which we sometimes forget about, is education, right? So this is money that you can put aside to help you upskill yourself, so that you really your upskills in terms of your personal development, whether you want to study for a specific course, whether you want to go to a course that's going to teach you about investing and trading, so that you can, do better, manage your finances better, right? So then this 5%, I've put it as 5%, then it will go towards the education, to say, you know what, you are upskilling yourself, and your personal growth, development and growth is important. It's got a budget, right? And then now that means you are left with 55% to go towards your life responsibilities, or the monthly responsibilities, right? So then that means you then have 55% to go towards your house, your car, the food, the groceries. If you've got children, the children's school and education, it goes to that man. It doesn't go towards the education. That 5% education goes towards your own personal development. It's not about the schools, children going to school. It's about your personal education. So that means if you've got children that are going to school, it must be coming out from that 55% bucket. I know that for a lot of people this might be a bit difficult, looking at how the prices of fuel are, but whatever amounts you decide on, try to have stretch goals, so that it can help you, so that when you get that break, maybe you've got a bonus, you know where you've been robbing yourself. So in my instance, I know that should I get a bonus at work, I know the areas I'm robbing myself on. I know that, okay, when it comes to investing, I'm not really able to put in that 10%. When it comes to fun and saving, I'm not really able to put in those that 8 and 10%. So when the bonus comes in, I'm able then to say, okay, what else can I make bigger from the bonus amount to cater to at least try to cover me and get to as close to that 10% for investing as possible. And this is my target, so that in future, should I have another additional income, and that gives me more money, I know where I know my targets when it comes to investing. And should you be in the good books, meaning that you've just started working and you do not have a lot of financial responsibilities, these amounts can go. You're not limited to that 10% investing. You can invest 20%, you can invest 30%, you can invest, you can put in more, especially when it comes to investment, because as I mentioned, investing is where it's the money that you want to work towards making more money, right? It's money that you're investing, and you are with the hope of it generating more income. So I'm hoping that we'll have another episode where we can drill down into more investment options. What are the different investment options that are there? Yes. All right. Thank you very much. This is where we're going to stop today. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please share, please like and subscribe. And I know that Christ came so that we can have life, not just life, but life in abundance. Thank you very much. Please comment, and yes, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.